Hello, I'm Keith Gilbert. I am a Medicare guide here with Get Set Up. Today we're going to be talking to you about the new prescription drug changes coming in 2025 for Medicare. A lot of folks are probably getting letters in the mail, your annual notice of change. Things are changing drastically, as we know. Medicare has made some changes, and even with this year in 2024. But moving into next year, 2025, there's some big changes that might affect you, your income, your health care, and your budget. And so today we're just going to kind of review a couple of those things and make sure you understand exactly how to prepare and be ready for the changes that are coming in 2025. So we'll just dive right in. So thank you for joining us here on Get Set Up. I'm Keith Gilbert, your Medicare guide. And so the first thing is Medicare and prescription drugs, the Inflation Reduction Act was passed recently, and that was about a couple years ago, but things are starting to come into play as of now. These things are very, very important, and it's important to what will affect you and your bottom line. The biggest thing moving forward is the donut hole. A lot of people think about, like, wow, I'm always reaching the donut hole. How do I avoid the donut hole? I can't afford to be in the donut hole and paying out of pocket for my prescription drugs. Well, the good news is that donut hole is going away. The coverage gap is going away in 2025. So starting on January 1st, 2025, you don't have to worry about that coverage gap or that donut hole. It is eliminated. It is going away for good. Thank God, right? Now, that's a really good benefit because it now changes the structure of what Medicare prescription drug plans are going to look like. And so, initially, starting January 1st, 2025, Medicare plans will have a deductible period. A lot of you are familiar already with the deductible period. The deductible can be a zero deductible. It can be upwards of a couple of $100, $300, $400, $500, depending on your plan. So you definitely want to reach out to your insurance carrier or your agent of record that help you with your Medicare plans, or go on to the Medicare.gov website and look at the resources there for your plan and find out exactly if you may have to pay a deductible. That is stage one moving into 2025. It is a deductible period. Now, some plans have a deductible, some don't, like I mentioned. It also depends on if it's a standalone prescription drug plan versus a Medicare prescription drug plan, which is a Medicare Advantage plan, Part C. Now, some of those plans have a zero deductible, they may have a small deductible. Once again, it depends on your plan and also if you have generic or if you're going to be using brand name prescription drugs in 2025. So definitely look into that, do some research, prepare now, and get ready for that change. The second stage is your initial coverage period. This period is where you are paying your copays, your coinsurance, your out of pocket costs after your deductible has been met. And so that change is not going away, but the good news is part three, the catastrophic phase. That phase is the third phase. And in this third phase, you are capped out here in 2024, right now as we speak. The max out of pocket is about $8,000. In 2025, that max out of pocket is going to be only $2,000 because of the Inflation Reduction Act that was passed a few years ago. So now this is going to be in place, effective, starting January 1st, 2025. So you want to get prepared and start looking into those options. Check your plan. Check your letter that you're getting in the mail, which is your ANOC, your annual notice of change. See if there's going to be changes. See if they're canceling your plan. You may have to get a new plan altogether. You may want to because of the price of your plan. So there's a lot of changes that are happening. You want to take advantage of the information that's free out there. Go to your Medicare resources online, Medicare and You, the handbook that you get in the mail. Contact your insurance carrier. The information that you'll see in the letter that you'll receive, if you have not already received that letter. Or you can reach out to a broker or your broker or agent of record to have them help you for free to make sure you understand what your options are. Now, the good news is because of all these changes, Medicare has implemented a few more things that's going to be in your favor. So, your max out of pocket, $2,000. That is your what they call your MOOP, your true out of pocket cost. That only includes your prescription drugs that are what they call prescription drugs that are covered under Medicare. Now, if you got your prescription drugs from Mexico or you got your prescription drugs from Canada, those don't count. Those are not covered. Also, your Part B medicines like injections, going to the doctors, or you get something in an oral pill or an injection at the doctor's office, that's considered Part B, Part D. So it's got to be a Part D prescription drug in order for it to be part of your max out of pocket, which is $2,000 for 2025. That is really good news. That's like a $6,000 savings for most people if you're paying that much out of pocket. Now, you don't have to pay the $2,000. So let's say, for example, your out of pocket cost only comes up to $500 because you have a generic and you don't have a deductible. That's fine. That's all you're going to pay. But if you have expensive medicines, a lot of folks do. And also remember, your insulin is capped at no more than $35 per month. And in some plans, it's even lower. And you may be able to get it covered if you can pick up things like assistance from Medicare and Social Security, which is called Extra Help. Or you have the state Medicaid programs that can help you pay for your out-of-pocket costs. But just keep in mind, your prescription drugs will never be more than $2,000 moving forward starting on January 1st, 2025. That is great news. And as a Get Up Medicare guide, I want to let you know I'm so happy for all you beneficiaries that are eligible for this plan to get that cost capped. Like I said, $6,000 difference from this year here in 2024. Now, keep in mind, costs are still going to be costs. Some people still can't afford $2,000. Part two is Medicare is also offering a Medicare payment plan. This Medicare payment plan will allow you to basically, across the board, make your monthly payments